sure they started the back-to-back count first. They seemed to pick up a number in fourth place. Because that was somebody who was very impressive indeed. Not quite sure exactly who. They came out of nowhere.
To get ready for the start of the second race, Shrek says watch the lights. And ready to go. Who's going to get the bikes off the line this time? And again, the four strokes get away very well now. Bruce Dunn. Bruce Dunn has flown.
That's fast start. Wingate 251. Wingate.
Okay, 251. Yeah, he did come from the middle of row 3. I tell you who else has just started brilliantly, mate. This time from the second row, but Bruce Dunn. He's he made a terrible start on the TZ last time, but he must have taken your advice and decided mechanical sympathy and hell with that, because I think Bruce is leading the way with
he is. He's just come past me here, mate, and Hayden Smith is giving chase. He's just overtaken forward, and I think he's going to have a look at second on the way up into Park Corner. He was a bit far back, but I could see by the attitude, to be quite honest, that he was going to have a go at that.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen here. So you don't have a crystal ball. If I did, I'd sit down a lot more carefully. But certainly Dunn didn't impress in the first race. He's a bit rusty, but I tell you what, he's
and
clearly had a WD-40 out in the break, I think.
Kieran Lewis's bike is up in second place with Hayden Smith on it, so this is going to get tasty if he can close the gap.
Well, young Hayden knows how to win races. He's proven that in the past. Obviously, Dad Nick knows how to smash brake legs.
Yeah, I think he's bringing these other two with him. I'm not sure who was in third before, but he's bringing. They're coming back to you now, mate.
Yeah, no, I'm watching them, mate. Don't worry about that. I think that'll be the four strokes. That'll be Donkersley and Crone, I think, who are doing the business there.
Well, it'd be really good if they could all just tow each other up to. We'll see a good race there, mate.
Well, we'll wait and see, because I think Bruce has decided he wants to get on with this one. And again, whoever goes home with the fastest lap from this weekend will be claiming themselves a lap record. In the last race of 41.264 was the pace in the two strokes of 41.5, so the two strokes are a little bit quicker. 41.5 for Sean Crone in the four strokes as we come across the line, and Bruce is flying. He's done a, where are we? Done. He's done a, no, can't go with a standing start. Sorry about that. So I realised they got a big gap there. But it's done from Smith, from Crone, Donkersley, Cooper, Woodall, Lee, Bainborough, Sheriff, Harvey, Damer, Prinos, Adams, Dial, and Armour.
Looks like Hayden Smith has already gapped the two four strokes, so he looks like he's on the right mission here. This could be good.
Robinson is definitely the class act in the 600s this weekend, opening up the gap of 2.7 seconds in the opening lap there, and comes across in the first sector with a 58.04, so he really is clearing out at the front there. He won the first race, and I think he wants to get a good haul of points in the bag. Now, if he's looking at the championship, he's probably joined us a little bit too late to have a good go at that. But having said that, we've still got 6 rounds left. So actually, it's possible to start with the handicap that he's got and still come home. I mean, Andrew Morris is the one who's doing a brilliantly consistent job, finishing every single race, most of them on the podium too. Certainly earlier today, he was just off the podium, but again, a good solid haul of points in the double figures as the leaders come across the line then. Robinson with a 40.223, Ketteringham, Hall, Wright, Roche, Wingate, Morris. So that 2.3251 of Wingate might have made a great start, but unfortunately not been able to back it up with the performance in the race really. He's dropped back about where he qualified. We'll wait now for the two strokes to appear before us, and there goes Bruce over the line. Oh, have a look at this, mate. We've got Dunn comes across the line, but only half a second ahead of Smith. Yeah. Crone and Donkersley about a second and a half back as well. They've already gone past one of the 600s. Go on, mate.
The thing is, they're already in amongst the 600 back markers. I noticed that down into Dewslick and Mansfield. So I'm not sure whether, I know Hayden was on the charge anyway, but I'm not sure whether he's making better use of the back markers than Bruce Dunn is.
Yeah, might be. Well, obviously, the one thing that Hayden does have on Bruce is youth. By a fair chunk. No disrespect to Bruce, but he'll be the first to admit he ain't the springiest chicken in the box. He's been doing this for a long time, and Bruce has raced at maybe international level. I think he might have tried to qualify for the GP back when you can have a 250 private. I'm not 100% sure. Bruce will be telling me about that sometime.
He's closing. He's closing on him. He's incremental, but he's 100% closing on him. Just down into Mansfield there, he's visibly closer. And even more so now into the hairpin, although they will be Constantini, but they'll come back to you now and you can see what I mean.
Oh yeah, no, it's 1.2 seconds quicker, and somebody cutting the chicane there I don't think they gained any position. In fact, that was one of the 4 strokes. So that might be Donkersley, I think. Get confirmation of that. Might be Prolame. Is it him or Crone, I think, who's unfortunately gone through the chicane, but might be a penalty for that, but there might not be if he didn't gain an advantage. But yeah, Smith is definitely closing on Dunn. This is old age and treachery going against youth and enthusiasm, I think. Is it something like that? Cunning and treachery. Well, here they come then. Last time they were separated by half a second. This time over the line they go. And the gap is down to 0.4 of a second. They're both into the 41s this time round.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the best lap for the pair of them, actually.
Fastest lap of the race, actually. He's gone to second place Kettering.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So that's interesting. If he can, he's not got a lot of time now to close that gap, but that's impressive that he's doing it now.
Yeah, it's halfway into the race, and you're right, he's got, 2 seconds quicker than the leader. So if he can do that for the next 3 laps, he could be looking at a gold medal for his trouble, couldn't he?
And that 2-stroke gap for the Open 500s, that kind of stabilised at the moment. I'm not sure if he's going to make it. Oh, we've got more back markers though as we go.
Yeah.
We go around just about to see as they go into Chris Curve. There's one right in the wrong place for Bruce Dunn, but he's managed to get past. And now we're coming down to the gooseneck, and it looks like, yeah, right, Hayden Smith has actually gained on there. You'll see when they come back to in a minute, he's gained, and he's gained more now on the brakes into Mansfield.
Okay, we'll wait and see if they pop under the bridge. So the gap was a few tenths of a second. He's going to try to work out where he's going to do it, I suppose. That's the problem.
He's right on him on there. You'll see now as they come out.
Yeah. Is he feeling brave? We've seen him pass up on the inside on the TZR, I think, up at the bottom of the mountain. Doesn't do it there.
Well, I think this is perfect timing. We're at 5 and 6, so he's now got a chance to measure Bruce Dunn and see if he can stick one on him somewhere.
Yep, into the hall bends they go, pretty much nose to tail stuff as Robinson, Ketteringham come across the line. Ketteringham and then another faster lap than the leader, this time again by about 2 seconds. He's got the gap down to 1.7.
They've just come past me here, you can really see that, Keith.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. 2 seconds is a big old chunk of time in anybody's game here. Here we go then, gap was 0.4 of a second over the line. But you know what, I think Bruce has got more on the top end.
Oh, 100% he'll have more on the top end on that. It's whether or not Hayden can get close enough to do something with the twisty bits.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely, because you said, because you've raced against that machine as well, you said, and the way it fires out of the corner. Yeah, it's a very rapid machine. I'm not taking anything away from Bruce, he's still got to ride it, he rides it extremely well.
He's got a piece of kit there that's basically as good as you're going to get as far as TZ Yamahas go in the engine department.
Yeah, no, it's been very well built. I mean, for many years he was the technical editor at Motorcycle News, and he really knows his stuff. So fastest first sector time again to Ketteringham. You know, he's got the bit between his teeth. He's pulled back another couple of tenths of a second. And it'll be interesting to see what the gap is. They're going to be coming towards me very shortly indeed. They might have some back markers to contend with as well, actually, because some of the slower 2-strokes might well have a way to say, and some of the slower 4-strokes as well. We'll wait and see when they come back. Here they come. Yeah, they're in the back markers, mate.
Right, well, Hayden Smith is just back on him again. Down through the twisty bits, he's getting him everywhere in the twisty bits. You can see him coming back towards you now.
Yeah, I'm watching it. They've got it down to a couple of bike lengths. Okay, gap at the front, mate, 0.181. The 141 over the 573. They're going to be coming past you in a second.
Oh, yeah, here they are in the back markers, as you so rightly said, and they are like one in front of the other. So we're going to be looking at, see whether there's going to be an overtake up at Park Corner here. Second place man is lining that up. Looks like Ketteringham's going to have a go. I'm not sure if he's going to make it stick yet.
Okay, here we come then onto the straight. Hayden Smith definitely trying to pick up a toe. And again, the strength of that bike of Bruce Dunn is so good. He opens up the gap by a couple of seconds despite the toe. But Hayden chucks it into the first corner. Goes up the hill there at Coppers so well. The gap as they came across the line is probably as close as we've seen the whole race, 0.3.
Sorry, first and second still in the same place in the rookie 600s. And the gap, do you know what, the gap is too big here, but he's good round Chris Curve and Gooseneck and down into Mansfield. So if he can do exactly what he did last time, he'll be right on him when we come to the chicane at Mansfield, on the exit at Mansfield.
Okay, looks like Robinson a little bit quicker than Ketteringham into the first sector there. Only, we're talking 700ths of a second there, but obviously it doesn't matter if you win by a minute or a mile. If you can just have that little bit of a gap, and I think Robinson knows he's probably got serious competition. All of a sudden his times have been dropping little by little. However, the leader last time, the second place man, was a second and a half.
Hayden Smith just had a look up that on the inside into the chicane after Mansfield. I think he's just gone fractionally too early.
Sorry, mate, Ketteringham has done it by 0.06 of a 7 of a second, half a bike length basically at the line. Whoa. Go on, mate, you pick up the two-stroke battle.
They're back with you, chap. They're back with you. Should be going over the mountain right now.
Sorry, mate, I don't know where to look. That's the trouble. There's too much action on this track, isn't there? Over the top they go. No, they've already disappeared over the mountain then. That wasn't them. I'm going to have to wait till they come through the Hall Bends and tell me, or let the clock tell me. It's hard to see Bruce getting beat because he's very strong coming out of Barley. As you say, that machine squirts nicely. Fair play to Hayden Smith. He's taken the fight, but I think he knows when he's beaten. But I tell you what, he's got tucked in tight. I think he barely saw the checkered flag. Over the line they go then, and that is a fastest lap there, 41.133 for Dunn, 41.278 for Smith, which they both do on the last lap there. So they knew they were in a battle there.
Yeah, and that was the thing is, that was the closest Hayden Smith had been to Bruce Dunn.
Absolutely.
You know? And he went for the move, and you know, I think maybe he worked out that he couldn't get the drive to do it anywhere else, perhaps.
Yep. That's what you've got to do, so he planned it nicely. I think the good news for him is that Bruce hasn't done the rest of the championship. I'll quickly run through the order then. It was Ketteringham by 0.067 of a second. Really good ride there to beat Robinson. Then it is Hall, Roche, Morris, Wright, Wingate, Heaton, Hargreaves, and then in the 10th place is Goff. Then on the 10th place overall actually goes to Bruce Dunn on that two-stroke ahead of Hayden Smith. Sean Crone picks up a win in the four-stroke class.